Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Seal Island. My name is Jess. This here is Colleen, and together we would like to introduce you to some of these incredible seals here at Sea Life. Now, first up, this is little Moana. She's a beautiful little rescued long-nosed fur seal. She was found down in Coffs Harbour with an eye injury, so she's visually impaired in this left eye, which is why she calls Sea Life home. Now she's doing really, really well, and I'll tell you what, she's definitely one of the cheekiest seals that live here.
And I'm working today with the very handsome Nelson. Nelson, you want to say hi to everyone? Now, Nelson is our rescued sub-Antarctic fur seal. He was rescued on the coast of South Australia, and he only has one eye. Now, Nelson lives here as a rescued seal. Very lucky to have him.
Now these two seals, they might be different species, but they do belong to the same family group, and that's called the eared seal family. Take a close look at the side of their heads. Can you guys see they've got these little tiny, very cute rolled up ears that stick out? So it pops them back both into that eared seal category. Now they do have other common features, and these include great big front flippers and then smaller rear flippers. Thank you, Moana. Oh, thank you, Nelson. Now, inside their flippers, they've got one structure that's actually the same as our own hands and wrists. They've got 5 fingers, knuckles, and joints. So their flippers are really strong and flexible. But of course, in between those digits, they've actually got some webbing as well.
And yeah, that's right. The webbing is what helps these seals propel themselves very quickly through the water. Nelson's going to have a bit of a swim around the island. This is a natural seal behavior called bowing or porpoising. And it's a really energy-efficient way for seals to move through the water. Since they're mammals just like you and I, they do need to breathe air. They can take a breath of air every time their head surfaces above the water and continue on their way.
What do you reckon? Did you do a good job? Yeah, give up to Nelson. Good job, Nelson. Now these eared seals, not only are they incredibly agile through the water, they're also pretty agile across the land. They can walk, run, and climb. In fact, Moana could outrun your eye over a short distance. And this is partly due to her strong and flexible hip joint, means she can swing her rear flippers underneath her body, out behind, and even support her body weight. Well done, Moana.
Oh, that was an excellent demonstration from Moana. Now, both Nelson and Moana are very powerful in their shoulder region as well. Moana is working on a brand new behavior with Jess called a front flipper stand. And this is really going to demonstrate the true strength, agility, and flexibility that these seals need in order to adequately avoid predators out in their natural environment. All right, let's give Moana a look. She's doing a really great job. Let's give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Nelson knows this behavior in its completed form. So, Nelson, you want to show everyone how strong and agile you are, too? Oh, thank you, Nelson. Now, Nelson also knows a behavior that really demonstrates the true strength, agility, and flexibility that these seals need when swimming through the water. Now, what they can do in the wild is to change direction at the last second in order to confuse a predator. So let's give Nelson a look. Let's give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
That was pretty cool, Nelson. Well, unfortunately it is time to say goodbye to Nelson. He's done so well out here. Thanks for coming out, Nelson. And Colleen's going to head off as well, but she's going to be back to help us out a little bit later on. Now, there was a difference between Nelson and Moana, and that was their fur coat. So Nelson was a little bit lighter part of his fur, whereas Moana here is dark all over. Now, the long-nosed fur seals like Moana are actually one of the more common seal species you'll find in our Australian waters. So if you ever see a seal in Queensland waters, it's probably a little long-nosed, like the beautiful Moana. Big jump over here, Mo. Oh, well done. Now, Moana is a little female long-nosed, and I thought it'd be really cool, good, put over here, Mo, to show the difference between male and female of the same species. So we're about to be joined by her friend Sly. Here he comes with Colleen. Whereas Moana weighs in at around 30 kilos, Sly weighs in at around 130. Hey Sly, thanks for coming out. Now I'm going to let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. Sly does think Moana is very, very cute. Oh, Moana, you're a little shy as well. Now you can see the size difference. This is really normal for seals. The boys are 3 to 4 times the size of these little females. Alright, Molly, you can head off. Thanks for your help. You did a great job. Now Sly's going to stick around and help you for the next part of this presentation, and that's to demonstrate his incredibly good eyesight. But Sly, would you like to say hello to everyone before we continue? Now Sly has got really cool eyesight. He can see clearly when he swims through the water, but also while he's out here on the land. He's really, really good at judging distance. To demonstrate this, Colleen's going to come out with one of his favourite types of food. Sly, would you like to show everyone some swimming through the water? Here he goes. Oh, there's some underwater swimming. Thank you. Great job, well done Sly. Come on back up. Now here comes Colleen. She's been busy behind the scenes. Colleen, what did you find Sly today?
I think we found Sly's favorite. It's a nice, juicy mullet tail, Jess. All right, guys, for the next part of this presentation, we're going to be asking Sly to dive down into the depths of the exhibit, leap out of the water, and pluck this fish right from my fingertips, hopefully leaving all 10 fingers behind. But in order to get Sly to jump, we need your help. We're going to count up from 1 to 3 and call out the word jump. All right, guys, ready? 1. All right, Sly, I think I know what's wrong. What did you think of their counting? Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. Kids, you did a great job. Go ahead and give yourselves a big pat on the back. But Sly needs your help. You're sitting next to an adult. Can you turn, face them, and make sure that they count this time? All right, Sly agrees. Let's give it another go. You ready? 1, 2, 3, jump! All right, here he comes. He looks excited, Colleen. So we right down to the bottom, lining up that fish. Give it up for Sly and Colleen. Well done. Now I guess we should probably check before we all celebrate, Colleen, if you've got 2 fingers. I sure do. I have all 10 left. Excellent. Now, before you head behind the scenes, I thought we could share how we clean our hands as seal trainers. It's an old secret. So what we do is hands apart, play them a clap, give that fish juices on our hands a good rub, get it nice and warm. Once it's warm, just straight down the pants. No, I'm kidding. Thanks for your help, Colleen. We're going to see you in a moment. Okay, now Sly here, as a long-nosed fur seal, has got a beautiful thick double-layer fur coat. But it can be a little hard to see just how much fur he has when he's all wet, because it lies down flat. Check this out. If I give him a beautiful hairstyle, you guys can see how much fur he has. He's got 2 thick layers that cover his entire body, apart from his nose and the undersides of his flippers. Now, on a warm day, if Sly needs to cool his body off, he can't sweat like you or I. But what he can do is rely on those furless flippers. So he can jump into the water, pop a few flippers into the ocean breeze, just like this. He can then pump any hot blood to those flippers. Beautiful Sly. The breeze cools down that blood and then he pumps it back around his body. So that's actually a natural seal behaviour. It's called sailing or thermoregulation. Okay, well, looks like we've been joined by one more seal, and this is a very special seal. This here is beautiful Tico. Do you want to introduce Teeks? This here is Tico. She is our oldest seal here at Seal Island. She's a beautiful Australian sea lion. She turned 25 years old this year, and she's the only seal that we species.
That's right. These Australian sea lions are so special. They're only found in our waters. The wild population is decreasing. It's actually in trouble. One of the biggest threats our seals face is marine pollution. Now, I am sure you guys are all aware there is a lot of rubbish in our ocean. And sometimes what we can forget is where that rubbish has started from. See, most marine pollution has actually started from the land. And every time that it storms and rains, if there's any rubbish left on the land, it can get washed down through stormwater drains. It flows out into our oceans. Now, it's out there where our marine wildlife, including our seals, can come across that debris. They might get entangled into started netting, broke a line. They might come across some rubbish for the sake of food and try and swallow it. Now, there is some really good news. We can all help prevent this, and it is just so easy. If you guys find some rubbish along, all you need to do is follow Tico's example. By picking it up, here she comes, checking you can recycle it, popping it in the right bin. Give it up for Tiggs. Now I reckon we can work as a team every single day. Let's help protect our oceans for those that need it most. So species like our beautiful Australian sea lions and of course the long-nosed fur seals will be around for generations to come. Sound like a good idea, Sly? It sure does. Well guys, stay in your seats. Thanks so much for joining us. But in a couple of moments I am going to hand the mic over to Justin. But on behalf of myself, Colleen and the seals, thanks for coming out and have a great day at Sea Life. Thank you.
Alright guys, that was a presentation. I hope you've had a good time. What we'll do to stop everyone from tripping over themselves is we'll get you out a couple of rows at a time and we can use the